Good morning, everyone. It's Allie from the Anti-Aging with Allie Show. Be blissful. Super excited to be back in Atlanta with you guys. We are going to do a really quick look today with my summer skin essentials and today's makeup kit bundle, and we're going to talk about Belize. So we've got coffee, we've got collagen, we've got skincare and makeup. We're about to get started. All right, so first up, rose water. Spray that on. I'm going to let that sit. Okay, Belize, if you have never been, can I just say, I highly recommend you go. I went to the island of Amber Key, and the key is spelled C-A-Y-E, so almost like cave, but with a Y, but it's pronounced key. It is so beautiful. Everyone is so nice. I mean, it's unbelievable how nice they are. Like, I cannot overstate that, how nice everyone is. Like, it definitely is part of the Belize culture, but definitely on that island. And we stayed at the Grand Caribe, which, let me tell you, amazing. It's the only resort that's owned by true Belizeans, right? So the culture there cannot be beat anywhere. People are so nice. They are so friendly. They are so accommodating. Like, whatever you need, they're on it. They make everything seamless. So we booked all of our excursions through them and their concierge. And let me tell you, they do not miss a beat. Like, not a beat. And the work that they must do behind the scenes to make it seem as seamless, not make it seem, but make it as seamless as it is. You guys, seriously, I cannot say enough. The Grand Caribe on Amber Key, and as far as tours go, the Tough Enough group, amazing. Like, so much fun. So we went, and the weather, at first, it was going to be hot, but then also rainy. We got zero rain. It was the most beautiful weather that it could have been. It was hot, even for them. Like, they were saying that it was hot even for them. Like, it was 104. But the breeze was blowing. So it was just super, super nice. Ooh, you know what? Before I forget, I'm going to try and go make sure I'm going to try and see comments today, you guys. I'm still learning. Right? Still trying to figure out my new camera, but we're getting there. So, okay, first date, we get there. We immediately hit the pool. Well, actually, when we arrived to the Belize International Airport and had to take a quick flight with Tropic Air over to the island. You can either take I think it's like a 2 or 3 hour boat ride, or just a 13-minute plane ride over. So we opted for the plane ride over. And it was so pretty because you got to see everything from above and how beautiful everything was. Just absolutely fascinating and gorgeous. The water is blue, it's teal, it's turquoise. It's just amazing, absolutely amazing. We land on San Pedro Island, and we land at San Pedro Airport because the only real city on Amber Key is San Pedro. So it's the San Pedro Airport, and it's a small little airport, but there's someone there from the hotel to meet us and take us to the hotel. We get out, the hotel greets us with freezing cold washcloths that smell like cucumber, and I don't know what the other scent was, but it was amazing. And because it was 104 degrees out, it felt so good. It was so nice and cold. And then, of course, they walk out and they have fruit punch for us, and then local rum if you wanted to put rum in your fruit punch, which was so cute. And then, of course, they've got our bags. We don't have to worry about anything. They're like, we're gonna get your bags to your room, don't worry. And then the nicest woman comes out. She shows us all around, takes us all around like the property, shows us where everything is, asks us if we have any questions, tells us all about the restaurants, the timing that everything opens. They're just so nice and so friendly, like literally just the nicest people, right? So we get to our room. We have an oceanfront view. We actually have not just a view, but like a walkout. So we're on the ground level. And you can just slide open the door. And we had a table that we could sit at. And then you just literally like step down into the sand. And there were these chairs. We called it our backyard. It was awesome. There were multiple boat docks. And there was a boat dock right in front of ours. And that was the boat dock that we used when we went on like water excursions. It was so lovely, so lovely. One second. I just want to make sure I get all of my collagen in there because, right, collagen a day keeps the wrinkles away. All right, so now we're going to do eyelid lifting treatment. Love this stuff. It's so great. This eyelid lifting treatment, my marionette treatment, and my lip plumper are all made by a company called City Beauty. Everything else is by Unique. I'll put the links in, but you can always like just say bundle or kit 619 and I'll send you the information. Super easy. So we walk out, right? We see the beautiful ocean. The breeze is blowing. It is so nice. And made the 104-degree heat like totally bearable. We put on our bathing suits, we walk out because right outside there are all these like loungers with umbrellas. So of course we go out there and the umbrellas are already open. So we sit under one of the umbrellas because I mean, you know, we're fairer skin. So we definitely have on like lots of sunscreen. I was so proud of myself. I did not burn at all. And we sit out there like reading a book, listening to music, just chilling out. Like it was so calm and relaxing. And eventually we tootled over to the pool and there was a pool bar that you could just, you could either walk up to or you could, right, just swim up to. And everyone who worked there was so nice. We had our two favorite servers. One was Sandra and I can't remember the other guy's name, but he was great. So, of course, like, we were only there a couple of days, but, of course, it's Lauren and I. Lauren's one of my best friends, and, like, we'll talk to the wall, literally. We'll make friends with anyone. And so, of course, we're making friends with everybody. Our neighbors who are celebrating their 20th anniversary, who are right next door to us. And anyone else at the pool, right? We met all sorts of families and all sorts of people who worked there. And so it was a lot of fun. The pool bar was so great. The food was great. The service was great. The drinks were great. We tried all sorts of different concoctions, right? Because I sort of have this thought process of, well, you know, when in Rome, right? Do what the Romans do. So I'm all about trying new foods, new drinks. The one sad thing about it for me is I'm allergic to shellfish. And guess what they had tons and tons and tons of was fresh shellfish. So I was not able to partake in that, but Lauren did. She said it was delicious. I took her word for it. Other people at the bar who ordered shrimp tacos and shrimp this, shrimp that, all said that it was delicious. I was just sitting there looking at them like, I wish. I wish I could partake. But that would have been, that would have ruined the trip right there. So let's see, we relaxed that night. And then we also, that first night, we went to dinner at a restaurant called Rain, which is a rooftop restaurant that's on the property. And it's 3 floors up. And there was a band playing and the breeze was blowing. And it was just so beautiful. The stars were out. It was just really, really lovely. And then we're sitting there, and Lauren is a consummate people watcher. Like, she loves to watch people. She'll notice things that like nobody else notices. She's like, oh my gosh, these ladies just walked in and they looked like Miss Universe pageant people. Like, that is not an exaggeration. And they had on literally full like sequins gowns, big hair, makeup done, like, and then they had on these sachets, right? That said like Miss something. So we're both trying to see like, what does it say? They have some men with them who obviously were their dates or like, you know, escorting them. And so we were desperately trying to figure out, and you should have seen us. We're like trying to be like couth about it, but then also not, because we really couldn't see very well. So, but what we finally figured out was, like, one of them said, Miss, like, it was some type of like local hardware company, right? So they were clearly being sponsored, but we couldn't figure out if it was like, for instance, like for a pageant, or they had like won a pageant, or if it was a scholarship or what. But let me tell you, these ladies were like, I mean, they looked like Miss Universe contestants. And then there were lots of like families having, you know, celebrating parties. There was a wedding that was happening while we were there, which was so cute. Everyone was dressed in white and khaki. And, right, we were all excited for them. I'm going to switch to a setting brush really fast for magic water powder. Then, so we ate there, and I can tell you this, everything in Belize, nothing is really in a hurry, right? So dinner took, and it was just like the two of us, right? Like, dinner took a good like 2.5 hours. And of course we were a little bit tired, so we were like, okay, come on. But had dinner, went back, right? Went to sleep, and then the next day got up early and went snorkeling on the barrier reef, which was incredible, absolutely incredible. I'm gonna use Reverent because I did not bring any liquid eyeshadow with me, and I just feel like using liquid eyeshadow. So we go out to the dock. This is the second day, right? We go out to the dock. Oh, no. First we went and had breakfast by the pool, which was delicious and so lovely and relaxing. And then we go out to the dock that is right in front of our room, and there's security there and they are like making sure you're getting on the right boat. And this guy pulls up, and he was there to take us on a really quick boat ride to another boat dock where we met up with our snorkeling guide and kind of snorkeling group. And that was part of the Tough Enough group. And let me tell you, they are incredible. Like, if you go to Belize, seriously, book your tours, any type of activity that you do through Tough Enough, because their guides are just amazing. I'm looking for Wild, and I know you're in here somewhere. There it is. Their guides are absolutely amazing. Really knowledgeable about the area. They're all locals, and they're super knowledgeable about the area, and they tell you so many things. So we learned on this snorkeling trip like how the island came to be, how it got its name, all about the barrier reef, about the Mayans who were the first to settle there. We learned so much about the native ecosystem there and what they do to protect it. I can tell you, it was a really choppy water day when we went snorkeling, and there was a rip current, so we had to be kind of careful. But it was so fantastic. And I bought this like underwater camera from Amazon. I'm gonna try and get the pictures off of the micro SD card today. I have no idea how these pictures look, okay? So I have no idea. Hopefully some of them are looking fine so that I can share them. But the truth is I really have no idea what these pictures are gonna look like. But if you can see anything, I will be glad to share them. But it was so beautiful. We saw little dory fish. We saw fish I've never heard of. We saw sharks. Like, you name it, we saw it. It was a really cool experience to see like a natural coral reef. I can't tell you what wasn't fun was A, the rip current, and then B, how choppy the water was. And really, the water was only choppy because it was so windy that day. It's not always like that, but it was still worth it. We saw eels. We saw something called a Christmas tree plant, right? And it's underwater, and it looks like this little tiny mini Christmas tree. But if it feels or senses any movement near it, so like our guide just snapped his fingers close to it, it just completely disappeared and went away. It was really cool just to see all of these beautiful things in nature and in their natural elements. And I loved that in the Belizean culture, you know, they really took to heart that, you know, Mother Nature was here first, and that it's humans that are the invasive species, not the plants and animals. Like, they're just doing their thing, what they're supposed to do, that it's really the humans. And they just do a lot to protect their ecosystem and their environment. And you can tell because they're, you know, very much like, don't touch the coral reef, don't take anything, even if it was so funny. What our guides for snorkeling were named Pepper and Victor, and Pepper was like, I don't care if you see a seashell that has your initials on it, do not take it, right? Like, they're very protective of the land, which I think is good because you've got to preserve all of that. Otherwise, it won't be there. It'll just go away. All right, so you guys know I'm big on every time after you travel, get new lash and liner products. So I'm opening up a brand new lash primer and brand new mascara because it makes a big difference after you travel to come back and use brand new lash products, because your lash products have gotten hot. They've been in a different climate. They probably got hot, cold, and it causes them to dry out faster and flake. And when they dry out and flake, that means that your lashes are going to be damaged by that product and fall off. So that's why I say after you travel, open up brand new lash and eyeliner products. So the liner I used today is a new one, and definitely these lash products you just saw me open up are new. Promise you it does make a big, 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 big difference. All right, let's see. We're gonna put some 4D mascara on here. We're getting there. We're almost ready for the day. Even though it is rainy here in Georgia, I went ahead and used BB Plus, my brand new BB Plus, because it's got that mineral SPF in it. And it has zinc, it's zinc oxide, so it's safe for everyone because zinc oxide is really the only type of sunscreen that I can use because my skin is so sensitive. And if you have any questions about any of the skincare products that I used today, just say SEE, that stands for my Summer Skin Essentials bundle. And it's really great for every type of skin. And it's designed to protect and repair any damage from the summer, because your skin has different needs in the summer than it does in the winter. All right, we're gonna put just one more coat on here. There we go. Perfect, perfect. All right, now we're gonna do some blush. And what am I thinking today? What am I feeling? That may be nice. This is Seductive. This is a mauve rose. I'll put that on there. If you have any questions about the makeup kit that I'm using today, just say kit 619. All right, so blush, and now we're gonna go and put on some contour. You know, I've had a couple of people ask me, how do I put on contour? They're a little nervous about it, so I do have it on my docket to create a reel and maybe do a live that's just on bronzer and contour. Because I promise you, if you can put on blush, you can put on contour. Promise, promise, promise. It is that easy. And there are, you know, some ways that, some tips and tricks that you can use. For all face shapes, there are some tips and tricks specific to face shapes. So if you have any questions about that, just say contour. But really what I'm showing you is great for pretty much everybody. Because, oh, sorry, those are my dogs. If you don't know, I have 4 of them. And my sister's here. She just got in from overseas with her family, and so she went out to grab her younger son some bagels because he loves bagels. And they didn't have them where they lived, so she went out to grab some bagels for him so he could wake up and have lovely bagels. All right, we're almost done. We're just putting on finishing touches. I will tell more about my Belize adventures tomorrow. I will tell more about the snorkeling and Shark Alley because that was fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. Let's see here. I'm going to grab my favorite Optimistic. And we're just going to quickly put that in the corners just like so, just to lighten things up a little bit. And then I love to use it right on top. Right there on the Cupid's bow. It's one of my favorite things to do with Optimistic. Close that drawer, close that drawer. All right, let's see. We are going to put on Polite lip liner. There we go. 1 second. I'm almost done. Okay. Let's see. Here we go. There we go. All right, let's see. And I think today, I can't, you know what? I think we're gonna go, I know what I'm gonna do. We're gonna go with Naughty Biscotti, which is a really light brown. It's just a very neutral brown. And it's a splash 10-hour, 12-hour wear formula. And then what I'm gonna do though is spice it up a little bit with, trying to decide. I'm kind of feeling this color today. All right, so this is non-burning lip plumper, and this one is called Plum Springs, and this is made by City Beauty as well. I'll put the link in, but you can always say lip plumper, and if you use my code, you'll save. Here we go. We are almost done. Tomorrow I'll tell you more about snorkeling, Shark Alley, and more adventures that we had in Belize. It was so much fun. I would definitely go back. I would definitely take my kids. I would definitely stay at the Grand Caribe. I would definitely recommend the Tough Enough group for sure. Well, I'm Allie. I'm an animal-loving skinfluencer who's coloring life and giving back through top-tier products that empower inner and outer confidence. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really, really, really appreciate it. If you find my show helpful or fun, I invite you to like, follow, subscribe, set your notifications to on. I do send out VIP freebies every month, so if you're not on my list, say VIP and let's get you on my list. If your skincare makeup is not European Union approved, plant-based, anti-aging, or giving you the look or the skin that you want, then just say consult and let's just have a really quick chat because we can change that. And I am a brand director for Unique. Part of my role is to mentor new brand ambassadors. So if you are someone that you know is looking to make a little extra money or even a lot of extra money in a very flexible, fun-filled, freedom environment, just sharing products that you love, please say chat and let's just have a really quick chat to see if the brand ambassador opportunity is something that would be good for you or someone that you know. I'm Allie, and I have 5 areas of severe and permanent nerve damage. I am approaching the big 5-0. I have 4 dogs, 3 kids, 2 companies, and 1 me doing a fun show called Anti-Aging with Allie. If you have any questions about things that I use today, please feel free to say consult. You can also, for skincare, say CSEE, which really stands for my summer skincare essentials. And then for makeup, you can say Kit 619. Tune in tomorrow for a brand new makeup look and more of my Belize adventures. You guys have a lovely day. Mwah! And I will post more great pictures of Belize, and hopefully my little underwater camera is going to give this some good photos. So if it does, I will definitely make sure to post those as the week goes on. All right, you guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow.